Let's cut through the bullshit. You're not okay. And you know it. You're doing all of the things that told you what a good man should do. You provide, you grind, you show up. But something inside of you is just rotting. You can feel it. That slow burning rage that flares up for no reason. The shame that hits you in the dark when no one's around. The exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. The guilt that you're not the man you know you could be. The man that your family actually needs. And no one sees it because you've got the smile down. The Dad of the Year Instagram post. The I'm good face that you wear at work. But inside, you're unraveling, aren't you? Quietly, alone. And here's the truth that you've never said out loud. You're fucking scared. Not of dying, but of staying the same. And if you keep going like this, you already know where it leads. Divorce, addiction, isolation, or worse. You just go numb and live a life of emotional death with a smile on your face. That's why this video matters, guys. I'm not going to give you a TED talk. I'm going to hand you a goddamn shovel and help you dig yourself out of this grave that you've been living in. 5 steps. Each one simple, never easy, but real, raw, and they will change you if you're ready to stop bullshitting yourself. And I get it because I've lived it. I've stared in the mirror and not recognized the man looking back. I've raised my voice and seen the fear in my kids' eyes. I've walked out mid-argument because I couldn't trust myself not to break something. I've lived in the shame spiral where you promise yourself you're going to do better next time and you still fall on your face 2 days later. I've worn the mask of strength while secretly praying someone would see through it and just ask if I was okay. And nobody did. So I had to be the one. And you do too. Because nobody's coming to save us. You can rise if you're willing to finally feel what you've been running from your whole life though. So here's what we're talking about. We're going to walk through in this video, guys. 5 steps. Not hacks, not fluff, just 5 real soul level shifts to help you stop numbing out. To start leading yourself and to finally show up as the man that your soul knows you are. Are you ready? Let's go, okay? Number 1, brutal awareness. Most men never change because they are too proud or too scared to look in the mirror and see what's actually there. So let me ask you, okay, an honest, upfront question. Do you wake up anxious, angry, irritated for no reason? Do you snap at your partner and then hate yourself after? Do you drink, scroll, watch porn, or grind your way through work, not because you love it, but because you can't sit in silence without your brain attacking you? That's not just stress. That is a form of trauma, an emotional starvation. That's something that a little boy inside of you never got to feel safe. And he's still running the show in a grown man's body now. And until you admit it, you can't change it. So get honest with yourself. Not in theory. I'm talking about raw, blood on the floor honesty. If you feel empty, if you feel fake, if you feel like your life is happening to you instead of your life happening from you, it's not because you're broken, it's because you're still buried underneath all of that garbage. So start there. Step number 2, radical ownership. Let's be clear. One thing up front right now. You are not responsible for the shit that happened to you. The abuse, the neglect, the emotional absence of the people who were supposed to love you. That is not your fault. But now healing it, that's your responsibility. All of it. And until you take full ownership of that, you're going to keep acting like a victim. You're going to keep blaming your wife for triggering you. You're going to be blaming your parents, your spouse, your work, and you're going to be giving away all of your power. And that power, that lives wherever the ownership is at. So every time you just say that this is just the way that I am, you're reinforcing the very cage that you're trying to break free from. You stop lying to yourself, man. You're not too far gone. It's not too late for you. You are not too stuck. You're just scared. I don't care if you admit it or not, but you are. And it's okay. But you have to choose to take the wheel now, because no one's going to do it for you. Now, step number 3, emotional expression. This is where 99% of men run. Because let's be real, most of us don't even know what we're feeling until we've already exploded. You've been trained to ignore it, to swallow it, to distract from it. But here's the deal. What you don't feel, you act out. And you're acting it out all over your life. Anger bursts, cold silences, addictions, shut down sex life, disconnected parenting. That's not you being a bad person. That's you being emotionally constipated. You've got 30 years of pain that's backed up in your system, and you need to learn how to move it. So start small. Start journaling. Try voice notes. Talk to yourself in the mirror if you have to. Just say the words out loud. I feel worthless right now. I feel like a failure. I don't know how to be close to people. And that's the real strength, not in stuffing it down, but in feeling it without letting it run you. That's the power. Now, step number 4, guys, brotherhood and support. You are not supposed to heal in isolation. I don't care how strong you think you are. If you're doing this alone, you're dying inside, period. Most men are surrounded by acquaintances and starving for connection. You need at least one man in your life who you can be totally real with, who's not afraid of your anger, who won't shrink when you talk about your shame, who doesn't need you to perform for him. And if you don't have that, you are flying blind. And you're going to crash too. I swear it. It's not if, it's a matter of when. And guys, that's why I opened up space for real men to have real conversations. For men like you to be seen, heard, and challenged without judgment. If something in your chest is starting to crack open right now, if your gut is starting to tighten just a little bit because you know I'm talking to you, then pay attention. Because that means you're ready. And if you're ready, there is a link below to book a free call with me. It's not therapy. I'm not a therapist. And it's not about coaching. It's about real, raw connection with another man who gets it. No pressure, no shame. Just a moment to take your mask off and breathe for a second. That first breath might be the most honest one that you've taken in years. Now, step number 5, forgiveness. This is the part that you're going to want to skip. Don't, okay? You have to forgive yourself. You just do. Not for what you did, but for who you were when you didn't know any better. You made the best decision that you could at the time. Sure, you yelled, you broke trust, you sabotaged yourself, you numbed out. You ran from people who loved you. You hated yourself in that silence, and okay, it is what it is. That's the past. That's not who you are. That's who you were when you didn't have the tools. You did the best that you could to survive. Now it's time to stop surviving and to start leading. Forgive yourself like your life depends on it, because it does. The man you're becoming will only emerge when you stop punishing the man you used to be. So let me be straight with you guys. This doesn't fix itself. Watching this video does not fix shit. Reading books doesn't fix it. Motivation doesn't fix it. Doing the work fixes it. Getting your hands in the mud and building something new. And I promise you, it's going to fucking suck. There will be days where you want to run back to comfort. But if you stay in that comfort, if you commit to becoming becoming the version of yourself that you know is buried in there, you're going to look back a year from now and barely recognize yourself in the best possible way. Your partner is going to feel safer. She will look at you with eyes of adoration, want to jump your bones all the fucking time. Your kids are going to start leaning in again. You'll start waking up without dread, and you'll finally look in the mirror and see a man that you respect. Be real with me. Do you want that? Stop scrolling all these videos. Stop waiting for permission and just book the damn call already. The link's right below. It's going to cost you nothing but your pride to take that first step. I work with men who are ready to rebuild from the inside out. Men who are ready to stop hiding behind the provider mask and actually become emotionally present. Powerful leaders in their families. Are you ready? Guys, if this stirred anything in you, don't push it down. Let it rise. Drop a comment. Tell me what hit. I read every single one of those comments. Guys, this is not about just stacking up views. This is about you taking your life back. You don't have to do this alone. You never did. You were just taught to act like it. So stop acting. Start leading. And if this video hits something real in you guys, watch the next one that pops up right here, because we're not done. We are just getting started.